Yeah, it's our Christmas episode. I had to make sure that I
I
showed up.
had to do it.
Like, where's Rudolph? I don't know.
What is up, anime heads? Once again,
What's up?
the Eat the Cake crew is back, and we are going to put a button on 2025. Coming to first of all, wish everybody happy holidays and a happy new year as we roll into that. We'll be on our little holiday hiatus to spend time with family and all of that good stuff, but we didn't want to leave you guys without one formal bye bye for 2025. Um, we're blessed to have a guest join us. We'll introduce them in a second. But here's the crew. How have you guys been?
Good, good. Happy holidays, everyone. Good to see you guys too.
Having good, tired, because I got a dog.
Oh yeah,
Me. Yep.
new the newest addition to the Eat the Cake family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of dog
Yeah,
you get?
his name's Zeke. He's a pit bull, aka I'm learning that they're also seals, that don't go in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a big baby. He's really sweet. He loves people. He's really bad manners still, but we're teaching him. And I don't know. He's 5 years old, man, and we adopted him from the shelter. And I really did not think this was gonna be like hard because
Hmm.
he's five. And I'm learning that like shelter dogs is also like adopting a puppy sometimes because they will revert back to some of their puppy like
Yeah,
stages because they're in new places, all this stuff, and you don't know what their background is. And it's been fun, but it's been exhausting.
I could
Right now, he's
imagine,
whining downstairs because he can hear me talking up here, and he has no access up
and
here.
he
He's like,
can't
what
see
are you
you.
doing?
I hear you, but
Yeah,
I don't see you. Yeah, don't leave me.
yeah,
Gone
Cool.
forever.
but
But
yeah. Otherwise, it's been great, man. It's getting cold here finally. The fall starts in Vegas around this time, so now all the trees are colorful
I like it.
and the leaves are falling, and it's great. It's not 120 degrees. So it's awesome.
Wow. Yeah, I don't miss that at
Yeah.
all. I
I
don't.
don't miss that at all. No.
Yeah.
But we got some things to get into. We'll be talking about some of the anime that you would feel would have some of the most amazing Christmas seasons, and then some that would you would be like, does Christmas even live here? You know, what are
Exactly.
we doing? Like it's December 25th, and there's fire and brimstone running all over the place. And then we'll also kind of give our thoughts on some of the anime that we feel kind of set the holiday winter vibe, cozy fireplace thing going on. Spoiler alert: my picks are a lot of slice of life stuff. Go figure. But we'll get into that in a bit. But without further ado, let's play the intro. We can bring our guest in and get the show on the road. So hey, go figure. This is episode 25 too, huh? Look at that,
Nice.
right?
That's so
Look at
sick.
that. Right in time for
Let's
December
go.
25. Yeah.
Hell
So
yeah.
without further ado, let's get into it.
The following is a presentation of the That Feeling Podcast Network, reminding you to always question the answers.
Eat the cake. Eat the cake. Eat it. Eat the cake. Yeah. Eat the cake. Eat the cake. And the man.
Well, alright, I bet you thought you stumbled on another podcast. Of course you're right, but let me tell you about the contrast. It's really different, not an exit from the Comcast. We cover anime today and other times past. Listen and learn in that order, then replay. Be entertained by Mac, Jackie, and EJ. Three hosts doing way more than the most, proving you can pay the lion, but it's all in the approach. Originals and sequels, the newbies and the Ichigos. The world's up in flames to the ones more peaceful. The weapons or the Shuto, manga, Naruto, Monkey D. Luffy, and a lot more that you know. Subscribe, hit the like, give the algorithm life once. We trying to get the same pie that Apple took a bite from. Join the conversation, let us know if you can relate. If not, you still might be forced to eat the cake. Anime, hey, hey, eat the cake. Hey, hey, anime, eat the cake. Anime, eat the cake. Anime, hey, hey, eat the cake. Hey, hey, anime, eat the cake. Anime, eat the cake. Anime.
And as we promised, our guest for today actually isn't our first time collabing with them. EJ and Jackie had the privilege of being on his previous podcast, talking about some amazing anime. None other than our guy. Let me make sure I have the right layout selected. Our guy, Danny. Welcome to
Hey,
the
good
show,
to
my
see you.
guy.
Hey
Yeah.
guys, so glad to be on you guys today. It's been a long time, Jackie, Eric. Willie, glad to finally get a chance to talk to you.
Sure, man. Good to meet
Oh
you.
boy.
So for those who haven't heard the collab episode they did, so this will be kind of like your first time kind of talking to the Eat the Cake watchers and followers. Tell a little bit about yourself and how old were you when you stumbled upon anime and you knew like, oh, I can get into this.
Ooh. Alright. So I'm Danny. I'm one of the biggest nerds out there. I love anime, I love D&D, I love video games, I love movies, so love talking about them all too. Go heavy into theorizing if you get me on a good subject. As far as anime, I started anime when I was 4 or 5 years old. I remember watching Toonami with my father. We'd watch Dragon Ball Z. We'd get into some of the other Toonami shows back in the late 90s, early 2000s. I did fall off though, so I wouldn't say that was when I knew I would get into anime. I fell off going through middle school and high school because at that time anime wasn't cool, and the anime clubs were all the weird kids.
They were.
It
I
doesn't
went to
help,
one.
you
It
know,
was bad.
it didn't help when the anime club walked by and half of them were dressed in cat suits, like the full body cat suits, and I'm like,
Wow.
hey, you know what? You guys have your thing. So I was actually, I want to say I was about 21 or 22. It was when my brother introduced me to Attack on Titan.
Mm-hmm.
And I will tell you, the first episode, the first two episodes, I was very like, Rusty, I'm not sure. Rusty, Rusty, why are there giant nude people eating people? What are you making me watch? But like about 4 episodes in, I got the hook. And
Yeah.
from it just when I got all the major ones under my belt, like Full Metal Brotherhood, um, the Death Note series, and then it just exploded. I started finding my own animes. I started going into all sorts of different genres. Found myself really around the isekai genre for a good amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen just about every version of if you die, this is how you come back.
Love that.
Yeah, no, it's been a journey. I got involved with the old podcast, so all we did was talk about anime for a few years, and yeah, no, it's been a fun journey in my anime life so far.
Awesome, man. Glad to have you on the show. But as you can tell by our background, and we did during the cold opening, we're going to be leaning towards talking about some of the more, I guess you would say, family friendly, I would say, because, it's the holidays. You don't want to be sitting there at Christmas watching, Levi chopping heads off of Titans and stuff. That doesn't really set the mood. So for me, I know this was like a hard right because action and shonen anime is kind of what brought me into the genre. I've dabbled in the isekai. There's a few slice of life, few sport animes that I watched. Never really sat down and thought like, I need a Christmas themed anime. And you mess around in Google and you see they're out there, these nice little comforting sit down and like Jackie with her nice little snowman mug of coffee and and chill. So Jackie actually brought these topics up, so thanks to her, props to her. So ladies first. So we'll talk about the worlds. I think this one was the more interesting one. What worlds, anime worlds, do you feel would have the best Christmas kind of seasons and the worst ones? So we'll start with the good thing. We'll say, Jackie, what anime would you love to be in around this time of year?
So I wrote a bunch down just in case, but I'll just pick one for now because there's four of us.
Yeah.
But one of the ones that I did throw on here was Freeren. And the reason why is because it's post like Demon Lord. Now they're just like everyone's chill. There's like some demons everywhere else, but it's generally like pretty safe now. Everyone's happy. It's just all about vibes and what you want to do on your own time. And there's still powers,
Mhm.
which is what I like. So I think I would like to be, whether it's a mage or whatever the case is. Like I don't know if I'd love to be free run because I'd be really lonely to live that long. But um, I I don't know. I mean, I also love free run because it's really feel good and good vibes overall. Um, but that was one of the worlds that I picked, and I thought would be nice, not because of like the demons, but just because it's post the demon lord death, and like everyone's just like, heck yes, and now there's peace, and everyone's having all these like different festivals, and they're having fun, and everyone loves each other, and I'm like, oh my god, I love this place. I want to be here.
Yeah,
I
that
just
was
feel like that'd be sick, like a really cool place to have Christmas at. And I just imagine just like all these powers, people flying around and just having a great time, and a nice town with like the markets. I'm really thinking of Europe a lot too with this because I just feel like that is like if Europe had like magical powers and it wasn't a fairy tale, like it would be like a little bit of free ride.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Like when I was trying to choose, I was like, there's a lot of worlds that I would love to be in, like, you know, a fantasy world where they do have that small town, like snow on the roofs. They would just decorate the town. There'd be a tree in the middle of the you know, the town square. And then I'm just like, there's some wild ass demons out here, man. Like I don't want them to come around and you know, so I was in my head, I was trying to battle like, you know, like shows like Fairy Tale. I'm just like, man, it'd be dope to
Oh
like
yeah, I wouldn't
Christmas
be fairy
around
tale,
there.
no way.
Like, but like if I could just remove the bad part about it and just be around all these like wizards and cool people around, I'll be like, man, this would be dope. But then, you know, the bad guys are around. So I like your aspect of it. Yeah, that's a good pick because I was debating Freerin on that one as well.
Yeah.
Um,
You know what's was fun about this
What's that?
is it was so easy to pick the worst worlds, but it was a lot harder to pick the best. And I say hard because you could just pick a slice of life easily and be like, yeah, I want this one. And like, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to like think a little bit more like I didn't want to pick like an easy slice of life like Orin High School Host Club, which is a rom-com and a like reverse harem.
yeah.
And it's easy. It's just around school and everyone's rich, and I'm like, that's easy. I'm not gonna pick that.
With most places, well, it's animes too. You're more or less going to be saying, "Oh yeah, I want Christmas in my world," because most
Yeah,
places,
that's it. Yeah, it's basically your world but animated.
yeah,
Yeah, I want to be in high school again. I want to be a 16-year-old going through life.
man, I
And
love just having my normal Christmas tree with my normal presents. That's what I like.
some people might like. Okay, no offense to anybody that like said I don't want that and is like that's what I want. That's fine. But I wanted to try and pick something still that's like has some of that stuff, but is like out of that world. That's not dangerous. Like some of the ones we'll definitely talk about what would be cool, and I think free one would be sick.
Nice. You got one, EJ?
Yeah, for the best worlds, and I mean this one's kind of odd because it's a supernatural kind of delving one, but Mushishi, I've brought it up before, and it's not
Yeah.
scary, but it just deals with a lot of the mythologies, cryptids, and supernatural beliefs of, you know, Japan. But I mean, just the art and the feel of the whole show is very relaxing and calm for the most part because they just kind of delve into stories and tell you, and then like the scenery and the pacing just feels really relaxing, and that's what I like about the holidays is kind of just relaxing. But man, when they had this particular episode about snow, about the silence of snow and how it takes away all sound, and basically an individual gets kind of like this curse of deafness and like being separated, I guess, from other people because of the snow. But I mean, that episode, just watching the snow, it's almost like you could feel like you're sitting and watching the snow, you know, outside like we've recently had here. So it is just very calming, even though the idea of some of the episodes are kind of, you know, wow, you were caught in that kind of like curse or hex or situation to kind of be a little bit. But I mean, just the overall feel of it, and the main character's approach to everything's very calming. And I felt like, to me, that would be because it's more rural and just, I mean, you get to see a lot of the beauty of nature. I think that's why I like that episode. To me, would be good place to have to spend especially with all the other ones we watch. This one would be pretty good for holidays. I could deal with this more so than let's say giant naked people walking around trying to eat you.
You don't want to invite them to the table?
No, they can go enjoy Christmas together somewhere else.
Maybe all they needed was an invite, then they'd be cool. You never know.
Yeah, dude.
Just give them a shot.
They're just sad. They have no friends.
Nobody invites me to Christmas, so that's why I eat people.
That's why I eat them.
Yeah.
I thought the dress code was casual. What's going on? He's just rolling up in this is a very inappropriate Christmas outfit.
100%.
You could paint a Christmas tree on your chest.
This is like a fun Christmas. You ever think that people who are actually like in nude communities out there, you think they ever just like constantly just measure dick sizes for at least a good 15 minutes?
They gotta
go into
maybe for the first week you live there, but after
a while,
yeah.
You just know.
Hey, looking strong today.
Yeah. Look good there, Hank. Good sway going, bud. That kind of stuff.
Oh man. All right, Danny. What anime would you love to be in for the holidays, man?
If I had to say any, it would probably be the My Hero universe.
Oh.
I think that would be a fun Christmas time. Yeah, don't get me wrong. There's always the idea of supervillains trying to cause some issue on that day. But I think, just like in our world, we have crime happen on Christmas all the time anyway. So it's a fact of life. But the idea of all the different quirks, all the different ways that people could use their quirks to make the holiday magical. Like imagine you have a mother with a levitation quirk. All of a sudden, it's an experience decorating the tree.
True.
Or, I mean, if you want to get a little chaotic, Elf on the Shelf starts moving around on his own.
Oh, yeah.
So I think adding quirks into the holiday time would be a really cool idea.
Yeah, I was thinking that too, especially now that kind of with free rent, like to your point, Jackie, it's come to an end. They got rid of the major threats and stuff, so you can expect like a little bit of peace for a while, before anything wild happens. So I think that, because that was definitely high up on my list for that as well. So for me, I went kind of in the isekai realm of Konosuba, right? Because I'm sitting there looking, and
I was thinking of Konosuba.
Because like even outside of the holiday theme that we're going with, like it just seems like a pretty chill spot. Like they only get themselves into weird situations and stuff. Like every now and then some shenanigans will find them. They never really have to go out and fight like a super uber powerful bad guy. It's just a little bit of humor, some interrelationship stuff with the team. And I'm just like, man, on a snowy day, just hanging out in their little cabin, just having some laughs, watching them be goofy. I think it'd be pretty cool. Like, I'm just, like, Konosuba just gives me the vibe, like, I know I'm going to have a good time hanging out with them during the holidays. But My Hero, like, I was up there, too, and I'm just like, my thing was, like, if I had a quirk, it would have to be, like, specific to, like, the holidays. Like, just...
Yeah.
Like a weird, I can create snow, and that's it, right? It's like something that's cool for this time of year, but nothing where they're like, we're putting you on the front line to fight fucking All for One. Like, I'm just, hey, I ain't got it, bro. I'm support. I'm support. I ain't out there with them, bro. Like,
I specifically can make Christmas trees.
Come find me after Thanksgiving. That's where I make my money,
Oh my goodness.
But so we'll get into the worst in a second. I know you had a couple of others that you wanted to mention, Jackie.
I did. I had Pokemon on here because and there's always like a back and forth with Pokemon when we talk about that world, because a lot of people are like, it would be like really cool to like have your own Pokemon and battles and all that stuff, and I agree. And then everyone's like, yeah, but you want a giant Beedrill like just chasing after you like out of nowhere, because that's like what bees are. but I would have my own Pokemon to like defend me. You know what I mean? Like that, it would be okay. And also, if you look in the Pokemon world, there's not just Beedrills just coming into cities going after people. They stick to like their territory.
They're not like lurking to try to hunt you down.
Yeah, it's not how it is. So, but I think Pokemon would obviously be like a really cool world to have Christmas in, and just have like a giant Snorlax just chilling next to like
Yeah.
a fire, and then I have a couple like Eevee evolutions, and like I have like a Charmander and all that, and just be like really sick, and I think that'd be really cozy, and seeing them all around the
So
tree.
you mentioned Snorlax, and that reminded me, like, I didn't think about I didn't know if movies were a pick, but My Neighbor Totoro would be like the perfect
Oh yeah.
holiday companion to kind of, he's just like lounge. The dude looks
Yeah.
like he lives to lounge. It's like,
Yeah.
that's my holiday homie right there.
Yeah. I just want a really fat. You just want a really fat cat. That's what you want.
Really
Oh,
fat
100%.
cats to just hang out and sleep on.
Just
you know what
don't
I
do
mean?
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't do shit. Just lay here, bro. Match my
Yeah,
vibe.
man.
I'm surprised you didn't bring up. I one of the other ones I thought of was Delicious in Dungeon, just because of the way that they prep food. Could you imagine if they had the option to make a Christmas dinner with real food, not like
Right.
just monster food? But
I mean, some of the
Like,
monster food, you know.
Since you made it, it would be a good monster food Christmas.
Oh,
it would if you had to.
my thing is just the dungeon part.
Yeah.
Like I was thinking
But they
about
always
it.
seem
Yeah.
so calm and comforting, or comforted when they get to the point of actually getting to sit down and enjoy, their meals. So it's like the dungeon part would be bad. I would be like, I'm gonna be late to the dungeon part, but I'll show up to eat.
When are you guys?
for Christmas?
When is Senshi cooking? I'll show up. Cool. All
I
right.
think another one that would be a fun one, real quick, and to be in would be Sword Art Online, but specifically the Alization era, when it was more of a real simulation than not.
Yeah.
Taste the food, you could experience the touch of everything. So that's where
Not that you're gonna die. It's just that you can.
Not that you're gonna die either.
So you're talking about like
in the
the beginning
real
part of the
simulation.
show, like when they were trying to chop the tree down and they're in that town, and so that portion
Yes,
of it.
yes,
Okay,
and it's
yeah.
Going into
The
that
first
part of
15 minutes?
Alization. Like we're not necessarily talking about the war arc,
Yeah.
but even after the war arc with the simulation continuing,
Mhm.
like I think that simulation would be a fun one to experience Christmas in, because you get a lot of the same idea that Freedom would be hitting you with a lot of the older European style, but at the same point everything's also digitalized, so you can just summon things. You also have different magics you can use, so I do think that one could be a fun one.
Yeah, because Sword Art Online does have like small pockets of where it's just like, man, it'd probably be cool to just hang out there. Like after
Yeah.
they get rid of the bad in the first part, and they just go hang out at like their cabin and shit, just be like bullshitting and going on random quests and stuff together. Like that's cool, but like when you said Alization, I'm just like, bro, they got some episodes in there that are rough, like I'm just like, god damn. But yeah, the first beginning
about a particular time period.
Yeah,
that you'd be there.
100%.
Not the
Yeah.
everyday.
I'm just here for Christmas and I'm leaving. Like, I'm not staying.
Yeah,
Here for the
I wanna
party,
be real
and
quick.
I got a side quest that's gonna take me forever, so I gotta go.
Yeah.
I'm just visiting.
I did have two more. Well, one more that I thought was more funny, but I thought would be cool too. Is when we were talking about food.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know if you guys ever watched Food Wars, but
My wife was looking at me sideways when I was watching that, bro. I'm just like, she was trying
can
to
you
sleep.
imagine though?
She was trying to sleep. And I'm just like, oh my God, like, why do they do this every time they eat food? Like, the noises they make, my wife rolls over. It's like, what are you watching? I'm like, it's not what you think.
It's not that. It's
It might
not.
be, but right now it's not. I don't know.
Right now, it's not. You can imagine mom just bringing out a giant roast and everyone's eating that roast around the
Just
table.
ripping clothes off. This is so delicious.
Like, Whoa.
I think I'm a vegetarian
Oh,
now.
man. That would be the best Christmas dinner. That'd be so fun.
Last time I'm eating turkey.
Yes.
But the food is like so good. It's like the best you've ever tasted. It's like
They draw it so well too. You're just like, man, I need to.
I know, man.
Well,
The-
they
all the
made a
food
whole
they draw is
cookbook.
like-
they made a whole cookbook for it, and you can actually make a lot of those dishes. And I've watched videos of people making them. Pretty sick.
I'm just super lazy.
Yeah.
But
I'll just order out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
DoorDash. So we talked about some of the better places we'd love to be for the holidays. Now let's talk about, which I feel is probably what 98% of anime worlds out here, right?
Right now.
Like December's coming around. Are we putting up lights? Are we putting up a tree? Or are we just trying to like fight for our lives out here? So
Just trying to stay alive
Right.
for a day.
so like 100%. So we'll start with Danny. Danny, what anime world, like, by all means, avoid at all costs during the holidays?
Oh, I mean, it's like you said, there's so many. I think the one that I would really have to say is the One Punch Man universe.
Yeah.
One, yeah, you got all the superpowers and everything.
You
but
mean
it's not
PowerPoint
like-
Man?
right? But it's unlike My Hero, where it's like, oh, you're gonna have your crime and your supervillains are gonna happen day to day,
Mhm.
just like our world. With One Punch Man, I do think it's a little bit more intense because you have those monsters just consistently trying to show up. It's not like they're committing the crime or they have this elaborate plan that they're always doing. They're just, I'm a big monster, I'm here, there goes half your city. Oh, is that a Christmas tree? There goes half that Christmas tree.
Yep.
So, and then those fights, they never stay small.
Oh,
The
no.
heroes go all out every time. There's just so much collateral damage. Like I just imagine everyone's up in like a 5th story apartment building. You're all doing your cheers, and all of a sudden your wall just disappears.
Trying to go grab your stocking and the whole wall's gone. Like,
Not
oh,
again.
never mind.
and your hand.
Yeah, like, no stocking, no hand. That's-
Oh, not
Brilliant to know
again.
Everyone has quirks in that one or superpowers, so you could just
Yeah.
be your average Joe self. And this is another insurance claim you're having to file.
yeah.
For the 6th one
More
this year.
paperwork. Like,
Yeah. We're moving again. Guess we're going to
Yeah.
City C.
yeah. They rebuilt half of City C. We're gonna go back there.
Yeah.
Maybe it's safer
Yeah.
there. It's not.
Like the good neighbors, State Farm runs away.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Yeah, I had One Punch Man on mine too because I was like, damn, that would suck. Cities be getting leveled constantly in that show,
Just-
and they don't even show like the death. It's just like, oh, there goes City, X, and you're
Yep.
like, oh my god.
Because if I remember correctly,
Oh,
at this point in the story on the manga side, I think most of the city you started in season 1 is just gone. Like they're living in a giant centralized steel fence.
That's
And,
great.
like,
I don't know.
that-
I haven't watched the manga. I'm only on the anime, so I don't know.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's like things never work out well in that universe.
No. Absolutely not. Jackie, who do you what world are you like never here for Christmas?
I mean, there's some obvious ones, so I'll just go ahead and throw it out there. Attack on Titan.
Oh.
Like absolutely not. Like,
Worst
I think
Christmas ever.
even if I wasn't on the island and I was even like regular world,
Right.
like that place sucked too for
Yeah.
people. They're all assholes over there.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then not
Marvel-
only
You're the
that,
wrong
like-
thing, and
Yeah.
you're getting thrown out to become a monster.
Yeah.
It's like,
And then even if there's peace for a little bit, everyone gets leveled again, and it's like
Yeah.
a whole cycle in that whole world. It's just
Yeah.
nothing but destruction and death. But definitely at prime time for the Titans, if that's where I was on that island, I would never sleep. Like, no, I wouldn't think Santa's coming to town. I would think a Titan's coming to town. So
mhm.
there'd be no like excitement of a present. Like I would just hope my family. You know what? That's the one thing you would get out of Attack on Titan is a lot of gratefulness and appreciation for the fact that your family is with you and alive. So there's
Yeah.
that.
Well, I mean, I think the worst part about that was like the false sense of security with the walls, right? You're just like, we're chilling.
Yeah.
Like there hasn't been, and then one day the fucking armored titan just fucking Pele's your fucking gate in, and then all hell breaks loose. You know, you're just like, what the fuck's
Yeah.
going on? So that little sense of security, like, you know, they probably had Christmases there and nothing's happened, and then one day it's just like, wham! Like, yo, what the
Yeah.
fuck is going on out here? Like,
I don't think there was a single. Can you imagine an Attack on Titan actually had a Christmas special?
no.
Like,
oh my goodness.
if they actually decided to have one in the manga or anime just for shiggles, I would be like, what the fuck are we watching right now?
You
Actually, that'd be
understand
really
that
cool
too?
if they did it as like a alternate reality or like a parallel type universe of like, hey, this is what a Christmas would look like. I think they did that with the movie theaters, where they did the with Misaki and then Aaron, and then they went to like the movies and they're like in school and whatever. They're just a whole different timeline or whatever.
Mhm.
So I think that'd be cool to see, but otherwise, if they did it like while in the Attack on Titan universe, I'd be interested to be like, this is pretty morbid. You have like the dark lines on everyone's faces. They're like, Merry Christmas. And then you have Sasha just like scarfing down like potatoes and like bread
Alright.
and shit.
R.I.P. to Sasha.
I know. I don't know. That would probably be the absolute
Worst
Most
world.
worst world.
I think there
there's
was
a lot
a-
I have on here, but I think Attack on Titan is just because it's everywhere.
I
So,
think
like,
there was
that's just
a survey that I saw online. I think it was like a couple years back, but they're kind of ranking like the worst worlds to be in for anime, and
Yeah.
Attack on Titan was like in everybody's like top 5, like
Yeah.
hands down.
Yeah.
Yeah, no questions asked.
What you got, EJ?
I got Hell's Paradise. Primarily when they get to the Shangri-La like land, it's like it looks so beautiful, and then when they step there, it's like everything is trying to kill. I imagine it's kind of like Australia for anime. Like every creature in this place can kill you. You know, it's like the flowers, the bugs, and it just gets worse and worse the further they go. I mean, the closest thing they find to anything peaceful is the like the tree people. Like,
Oh, yeah.
The rest of this world blows. It's like can't find anything to eat, you know. Plus, you're there with everyone trying to kill you. They're
Yeah,
either trying to kill you so they get to be the one to survive, or the place is going to kill you.
right.
So I thought, you know, if I had to spend Christmas there, that would just be, you know, I'm going back out in the water. I'll just keep swimming until I either drown or make it to the regular island. Forget it. I'm done.
The
I'll
sweet,
see
but, yeah.
I'll see myself to death.
right?
Yeah. I'll go, you
the
know,
sweet
die natural
release,
causes
right.
swimming. Like, I don't want to get stung and turn into a, you know, a big giant centipede monster or something. You
Yeah.
know, it's like, no, that's okay.
Yeah.
Well, how much easier would it be to open gifts though with all those like
What's
think
that?
about it. Just, you're a giant centipede. You can just wrap around that Christmas tree, open all your gifts at once.
Oh.
You could. You have hands.
You have all the extra hands for
Press
it.
little hands. Yeah.
Like my thing
Uh,
would be like the morphing into the centipede though. Like I've
Yeah.
seen
God.
people like transform and like the noises they make. I'm just like,
It looks so painful and
Right.
terrible, and you're just like,
because like
So-
you got all these extra limbs going. You're and at the end you're like, oh shit, you know this is pretty cool.
You said what you really wanted for Christmas was to be able to multitask.
Right.
Here you go.
I thought you wanted to be a flower.
100%.
You want to be the most
I got you
beautiful
the button.
person in the world.
There
Yeah.
you go.
So
And then those godlike creatures watching everything and then just enjoying everyone dying. They think it's great. You're just like, oh, it's so amazing watching these people die. You're like,
Oh, this is
the 100%. Well, just life in his worlds. just
It's
just
just
wake
life.
it
I thought about
When
I
you
thought
wake
about
up-
talking about Uzumaki,
right.
but
Well, you-
I'm still so mad about that anime. I didn't
Yeah.
want to bring it up.
the anime.
that's forever on the list. It's condemned.
The anime, yeah.
Yeah. It's
yeah.
the slideshow
Yeah.
that drawn in anime style.
Click and drag
Yeah,
an
if
image
anything,
across
the
the
wo- yeah.
screen. Yeah.
Yeah, if anything, it'd be the worst Christmas because I would have to run in like 2D
Yeah.
instead of 3D. That would suck, dude. I'd
So
forever be going sideways.
It's like buffering forever. Like you're just it's like
I never get to eat the roast beef because I'm constantly skipping.
Yeah, that one's What'd
oh,
you pick,
man.
Willie? What you got? What's one of yours?
Well, there's two. It is like a 1A, 1B. So 1A I feel is Evangelion, right? It's just one of those
Yeah.
things where you're just like chilling, and then like some weird alien, you don't know what the moves
Face
are.
mouse.
Like, yeah, you're just well, what does this one do? How does this one kill me? Like, what powers does this have? And you're just waiting for the defense force to throw a kid into another fucking Evangelion.
Giant
Yeah.
robot. You know, like,
And you're just like, I hope this one works out, you know, but
yeah.
I mean, you're just chilling and you hear a siren and it's just like, oh my fucking God, you know, just
Yeah.
so that world, obviously, you know, Kaiju number 8, you're just chilling.
Yeah.
Brr, brr, like,
Yeah.
oh my God. Like,
And
Jesus
they're all so
Christ.
patriotic about it. They're all like happy, like the defense force is coming. Like, dude, I would be so pissed off if you're
Like, if
finally
they're-
getting off
yeah.
of work, you're about to head to the subway, and then the sirens start going off, and you're like, oh God, I'm gonna have to sit in the subway
Right.
for 10 hours while they fight this giant. It's
Yeah.
like,
And it's if
the
the
day sucks.
if their reaction isn't like immediate, like the damage and the amount of deaths that are going to happen before your captains get there to do anything, it's going to be astronomical, you know?
Don't forget, they even go into it with the cleanup of the Kaiju.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Kaiju number 8.
Squad captain number 3 with the big cannon takes
Yeah.
one shot, just evaporates this giant kaiju.
Yep.
Blood is everywhere.
I love they always do the blood raining down. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that's, you're just stepping out of work and that happens, and it's like, oh, I just spent 8 hours working, and then you leave and this giant piece of liver hits you in the face and you're covered in blood. You're like, damn it.
Imagine. Honey, Christmas decorations are done. I got all the inflatables up. We got the Christmas tree out front. All the
Yards
lights
ready,
Wait,
lights in the house.
rains blood.
Yeah, dude.
All your lights are red now. All your Christmas lights are red. Yay.
Oh my God. Like, it's the worst.
And then the liver lands on the tree.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then instead of Christmas lights around your
Just
house, it's
intestines.
the intestines. Yeah.
100%. And then the
You're coordinating the cleanup crew. You're like, hey, how long till you guys get the dead arm off my house? Because it's like I have
Yeah.
friends coming over.
So the homies over at No Gimmick says, Senshu I feel like would be horrible because I'm dead. But also I wrote it already and probably made it terrible. So
That would be funny.
True.
but for those like who know, like I just finished watching the Chainsaw Man movie, and I'm just like, that's
Yeah.
probably a shitty ass world too. Especially like if you get into the manga and you read about like how like powerful some of these devils are, like the gun devil, like when that motherfucker shows up, he shows up for like 12 minutes and it's like 30,000 deaths. Like it's just the conditions of what this guy can do. Like if your birthday is between or like on certain months and he shows up, you get a bullet in the heart. If you're between these ages and a man, you get a bullet to the head. If you're a kid between these ages, there's another way. Like it's a bullet, like it's automatic death. Like he just shows up,
Yeah.
shoots in a thing, and people die. Then he bounces. Like I'm just,
Insane.
it's your birthday. You just turned 12, and
Happy birthday.
Sorry.
and it's just like, oh, you're 12 now. Pow, 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 pow. You're just like,
Yeah.
Jesus
Sorry,
Christ,
that's
man.
the
Yeah.
date I picked.
Or the day before you're like outside of the age group that automatically dies when he shows up. You're just like, man, dude, one more day and I'll be safe in case this monster shows up. He's like, psych, pow, Technically, you were born at 4:44 in the afternoon, so you're still only 11. Pow! It's like, Jesus, man. So there's some horrible worlds out
No.
there, and I'm just like, how do you even holiday? How do you even celebrate in those worlds?
Yeah.
It's got to. You just always got to be like, I forgot who said it, but you're just on a constant head on a swivel. I think when you brought up One Punch Man, you're just like, do we even go and get fucking milk today? Like, what the fuck's happening
Yeah.
out there? Just DoorDash everything.
I'm surprised, Willie, that you and EJ didn't bring up Berserk.
I think
Yeah.
that's like low hanging fruit though.
Yeah,
That-
that
That's
one was
that's terrible
bad.
for any time of the year. I mean, it doesn't even matter about Christmas.
That's-
If you're in the berserk world, your
That's
life just
super-
sucks, bro.
That's like the obvious answer. Like, yeah, no, we're not doing this one.
I mean, I don't know who guts pissed off in the grand scheme of gods, but His life blows, dude. His life blows from day one all the way on. It's like your life's just gonna suck
It's like
forever.
all I did was just want to be a great mercenary. And I got dragged into this fucking eternal hell fighting fucking immortal
Trying to be a
beings.
normal person in that world. I think your chances of death are like 99% higher than any other anime world.
Yeah.
Like the first people to go in any scene on Berserk are the normal people.
Yeah, just average. Or you're a little kid in the castle, and then all of a sudden Guts shows up, and you're like, oh damn it.
No, you just had to be.
Just a cloud of blood.
You just had to be. What was the name of their mercenary band? Golden Hawk or something? Like, if you roll with them, Griffin's gonna have a strategy. Guts and Kaza, they're gonna go out there and do their thing, and you're just like, you just celebrate at the end of the battle. If you're on any other team, you're like, fuck. But that didn't even work out for them because
remember, if you're part of the Golden Hawk, right?
Yeah.
It's great for a time.
And then the
that
eclipse.
Time has a dead cut.
Yeah, bro.
Only like
I don't even
people. The Golden Dawn made it out of that.
Like I would like you said, EJ. Like I would just have to fucking just follow my own sword. Once all them things start popping up, I'm just like, oh hell no,
I'd have to stand really close to someone else that's about to die, and when they die, I'm gonna act like it hit me too.
Just laying under it.
I'm dead too. You got me.
The eclipse goes away, like all the god hands bounce and stuff, and you just open one eye, like, are we good? Like
I thought I was dead.
A little controversial, but depending on how you guys want to look at it. For me, I'm a very lazy person. I think Christmas in the Dr. Stone universe.
I had that. Yes.
That's a good one.
Because I think Senku himself would 100% make a modern as you can version of Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is
there's no rules.
You have to do everything from scratch. You have to do all the labor. I start in this months in advance just to get everything.
Yeah. I ain't got it.
Like, you give it 10 years, sure, I'd love to go and be a part of that world because then everything's already built for me.
Yeah. Well, and also like, people are like, well, it'd be cool if, if when you were resurrected, you're right there with Senku. I'm like, Senku be doing too much for me, man. Sometimes I want to chill and you're just like, let's go build an engine. Like, bro, just let's relax.
Let's enjoy the fact that there's like no
that we're not rocks no more. Let's chill. Yeah, just let's chill, my guy. Let's build batteries. Let's build guns. I'm like, isn't this how problems started last time? Like, isn't that why our world was the way it was?
How about we just grow fruit and build some hammocks? How about we do that?
I discovered uranium.
It's
like, whoa.
Hey, man.
Because, we'll get the hammocks, we'll get the margaritas going. Like, I'm with that.
Let's make this a permanent sandals resort, my guy. Let's just...
Yeah, exactly.
Let's go find the beach, chill, invite some people through, and just chill, man. Make this a resort. He's like fast forwarding through the industrial age. I'm just calm down. And like, go ahead.
I was thinking Carbonaria, the Iron Fortress.
Oh my God.
The part where you have to worry about becoming infected.
Yeah.
And when you watch one of the main characters go through the process of getting or almost becoming one of them, and the pain he goes through trying to stop it, and then you watch all these other people freak out in the way that they treat anyone they think is infected, like they just blow their heads off. It's like, wow, you if you wanted to be in a terrible place, that would be the place where you're just constantly paranoid, and all it takes is someone saying, hey, he got scratched, or he got whatever. It's like, oh God. And now they're all gonna just blow your head off or chop your head off or something. You're like, and you got to run for your life from the people and the monsters. It's like, and you got nowhere to go.
Crazy.
You're living on a damn train.
Yeah.
Where are you going? They're gonna find you.
I'm going north.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm gonna go all the way to the caboose. Like, oh well, they're still gonna find you. It's like you can't get anywhere. Like,
you're on the train still. Yeah. All right. So some pretty sad places to be for the the happiest time of year.
Yeah.
But to Jackie's second topic, she brought up like if you're going to recommend to somebody, hey, if you want a chill movie, anime to watch, anything like that, what recommendations would you have? Danny, you got one off the top of your head?
Actually, I ran into a newer anime. It's only a 12-episode one, so it's perfect for a holiday watch.
Okay.
But it's called Bartender, The Glass of God.
Oh,
And it is such a chill vibe
oh my gosh.
that you go into it's just a bar anime, right? Your main character is a bartender, but he's trying to make the glass of God. And I won't go into details on that because I do think that's a really fun idea that the anime keeps playing on. But it is a very special drink that he is trying to make. And the whole time is like his patrons come in, there's something going on, he listens to them, and then he gives them some more advice. And he helps them go on with their day.
Sounds like
It's
a
perfect.
indie video game, like all those indie chill video games that you play where you're just like, it's usually like a 10-hour game that you just go through it. There's a coffee one that's called Coffee Talk that's like that. You're just serving coffee and you're just listening to people's life stories and then you move on.
It would be very similar to that. It's just such a homey anime as far as the pacing goes, the ideas of the overarching story that you're going to follow is there's a hotel that's opening and they want to open basically a speakeasy on their floor, but they need the right bartender for that speakeasy. They think they found him, but every time they approach him with an offer, he denies it. So their whole thing is trying to figure out why he won't accept an offer while he's dealing with the idea of everyone who shows up at his bar is coming into the bar for a reason, whether it's a hard day at work, there's something going on in life, and he just tries to be the best bartender he can be.
Yeah, he's in it for the love of the game. Like he's in it because he likes interacting with the customer and like listening to them. Like he knows the drink that's gonna help them. You know what I'm saying? It's such a chill. Because I got put onto this I think earlier this year because shout out to Amanda from Pop Anime. She recommended it. Then Kately saw it and he was just like, dude, you got to check this out. And the thing I like about it, not that I'm an alcoholic, but the drinks the spirits and stuff that he's using to make the drinks, like you can do that in real, like it's legit
They'll give you the recipes
yeah.
on the show for them.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So that's a good pick, man. That is solid.
And I only just ran into it about, I want to say it was about a month and a half ago.
Yeah.
I ran into it, I was watching it. I found out too, I'm not sure if you know this, Willie, but it was actually a remake of, I believe it was 1990s or 2000 anime. Called Bartender. That one is only Japanese.
Okay.
But I've been in the process of watching that as well to see some of the similarities that they've done, but also some of the differences. Because down the road, when my tavern opens up, I want to do a compare and contrast for that anime. I want to see what they did back in the day versus what just released. Okay. Honestly, the story was active for me.
Yeah. Well, whenever you're ready to roll that one out, let me know. I'd love to be in on that one.
Will do.
EJ, you got some recommendations to put somebody in the holiday mood?
It's I don't know, it's a stretch, but Spy Family to me, like the family setting side of it, like as it grows, I think is
100%.
It's just that feel, the feel. But and I mean, I get it gives you those good vibes with the families. I mean, you got to take all the excess stuff out, but
the war.
You know, yeah, when they try to be just a slice of life moment, you know, and as you see those relationships grow and it brings that good vibe, that good feel. So I was like, across these horrible worlds, that's one where there may be bad stuff going on, but they have a almost a sanctuary for their emotion, their bond. Mm-hmm. So that's why I think Spy Family is like a good place for them to have that warm fuzzy in between the horrors, in between the hardships,
No, I was actually contemplating throwing that in for my what world, what setting I'd rather
Yeah.
be in, Spy
Yeah.
Family. But then it's always like the Cold War aspect of it, like like,
Oh
and
yeah.
it's actively like that country knows that country doesn't like them, and back and forth. So it's like pins and needles during that time. But
Yeah.
bro, when they go for the slice of life portion of their show, they nail it, man. They nail it
do,
like that.
yeah.
I'm a big Spy Family slut, right? And that's bro, it's something about that show, man. Like from episode one, the
good.
premise,
It's
like I'm
nice.
all for it. And your doesn't hurt, like knowing I'm gonna see my babe on the screen. It doesn't hurt, I'm down.
Yeah.
What you got, Jackie?
I have quite a few, but one of them that I'll bring up is one that I never watched before, and it's actually a movie.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone said it's like the anime movie that everyone is supposed to watch
Hold up.
all the time every year.
I think I know
And
what
it's
you're
called
talking
Tokyo
Oh,
Godfathers. So it's a 2003 animated Christmas tragic comedy, is what they say. Adventure film written and directed by Satoshi Kon, which, if you don't know who that is, he wrote and directed Perfect Blue and Paprika, which those are very highly rated movies as well. It's like those movies are next to like Studio Ghibli for like high rated movies to watch.
Mm-hmm.
But it was inspired, I guess, by the 1948 American film The Three Godfathers. But it's grounded more in realism. I looked at the trailer and it looks really fun. And it looks funny. I like the art style a lot. Basically, they find this baby and they're like, I guess we have to take care of this baby.
Yep.
And it's very like kind of chaotic. But it looks really like it's probably funny and heartwarming and heartfelt too. And everyone that I was like reading about was like, you have to watch this. And I've never even heard of it or seen it, which is crazy. So this is now something that is on my watch list to watch this season. But I guess it called it a twisted sentimental story, is what a lot of people say about it. So that's what I had on there for a good feel good watch / fun watch. It seems like, and it seems like you guys agree. I've never seen it, so
Yeah, Tokyo. It's the perfect one. Like if I was going to recommend it, because you got the comedic side, you got the kind of human side of it, the compassionate side, because they find the baby, right, and they're on a quest to find the baby's parents, right. So it's just three homeless people come up on a baby, and the baby's abandoned on Christmas Eve. I'm just like, this is if Lifetime could,
yeah.
they would 100% put this in their library and try to do a live action thing, which I'm glad they don't, because they can't. Lifetime cannot
That
do.
would be a rough live action.
Yeah, they can't. But but it's the perfect thing. When people say heartwarming, that's exactly what this movie is. So I would highly recommend Tokyo Godfathers for anything as far as getting in the cozy mood. And like you look at most Studio Ghibli things, you can be like, if you just want to sit down, family friendly, pick your poison at that one. Except Grave of Fireflies. I don't know if that's a
I wouldn't watch that.
yeah.
At all.
Don't do that one.
During the
Don't
Christmas
ever.
season.
Yeah.
You can. I watched it finally this year. It took me forever.
Jeez, I'm sorry,
I took-
Jackie.
I was trying. I knew it was sad, and I was like, I gotta be prepared.
You're
for it.
scarred.
Finally,
Yeah.
Steven and I were like, let's watch it, and then, I was bawling my eyes
Right.
out. I was
Yeah.
like, oh my god, I really hated
Right.
that movie.
Who thought that we
That was
needed
really
this?
sad.
This is terrible, dude.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like-
not how I thought it was gonna be. I
Yeah.
knew it was gonna be sad. I had a feeling,
Yeah.
but I just didn't know it was gonna be like that, and I was like, oh my god.
When I read the
And
setting
then,
for the
because there were a few movies I thought about when trying to think about like stuff to show for the holidays.
yeah.
And my issue coming into a lot of them is, for some reason, a lot of the movies tend to have some fairly large age gaps in their relationships that they're trying to push. Like one of the ones that I did want to bring up, 'cause I think it's a fun enough movie, but I can't get over the age gap at the end of it, is called Your Name.
Mm.
And
I've
it's
heard
all
of that
about
one.
It's like a Freaky Friday situation. Dude who's in his 20s swaps bodies with a girl who I think is like 16 or 17.
Yeah.
and they live their life. They're dealing with like some kind of natural disaster. I think it was a meteor in that one. But it's like by the end of it, they still try and push this like age gap. Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
Well, you heard about the creator, right? There's like a whole
yeah.
thing. Yeah, so it's kind of like
he does
that's
that in all. Like he has wonderful movies. I'll give him that. Great animation, but again, it's those age gaps that just like, why do you need this?
yeah.
Like,
Well, that's the problem is it's because in America that's not okay, but in Japan until recently, that's like
That
it's
was their
okay.
norm. So
Yeah.
it's
I think it's
the
starting to become
translation
more.
from their culture to the Western culture,
Yeah.
where people are just like,
you
they
guys-
look at that and they're just like, oh, that's incest or that's this, and you're just like, well, where it was from is, it's a cultural thing. But to my point,
Yeah,
like if your goal is to get your art, your product in front of as many people and have it accepted and loved, like, bro, what's up with just, hey, these are just two high school kids or two adults in their 20s or, something like
Yeah.
that, where they could swap bodies and fall in love with each, unless that was his whole purpose is controversy, then you nailed it, knocked it out the park, my boy.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
My big thing when I think about those shows or those animes and shows is like, what would change if we changed the age? Like, what in the story does saying, oh, they're 16? How does that change the story if we turned them to 20?
The
It doesn't
notoriety.
change it.
I don't know. Like
What
I
was the
said,
point in doing it?
the notoriety, I would say.
I think the only parts where it has an impact is if it's supposed to be like a contrast of one individual has more wisdom or experience and they're trying to guide or take care of the other one.
Oh, like
Then they
groom
make
'em?
a separate. But you could have made that a 20-year-old girl and a like 30-year-old guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it
My
would be
point exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How
but-
about we make
Let
them
me
both
groom-
adults?
groom in
But
that.
if they try to, a lot of times they try to stack it too to where it's related to high school because once again, like Willie said, you're trying to get a larger audience. So you want that teenage audience, and they want characters they can relate to. So some of the characters are high school because it's something they can constantly. Everyone there relates to the way high school and they're living their lives because in high school years they can go out and live on their own in an apartment. Okay,
Mhm.
my mom did it. It's just normal for them. Where in
That's
America,
crazy.
we're like, high school girls don't go live in an apartment by themselves. There, it can happen.
Yeah.
There, it is an accepted practice. So, in a way, they don't see it like we see it because it's not immediately brought to the levels of sexual experience. So there may be a relationship, but it's not immediately thought of as sexual between these two individuals. It could be something, maybe down the road, but it's like they approach that as, oh, if the girl's living on her own in an apartment, no big deal. You know what I mean? To them, it's normal. Or we're
She's
like,
an adult.
why is she 16 living in an apartment having 20-year-old dudes over? Because in their society, they're not as worried about the ramifications of that action. It's not like, I mean, it's horrible to say, but here you'd be worried about your teenage daughter if she was living with two other teenage girls living in an apartment because of the fact that our levels of crime and people victimizing other people is a lot higher, so it's that implied idea in our heads, and it is a cultural thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's still bathhouses.
That's
Yeah.
true.
And to them, that's completely normal. We would look at a bunch of adults and children in the same place, nude, bathing, as what the. But to them, it's nothing sexual. It's a bathhouse.
Yeah.
But immediately, if you put America into it, the connotation becomes you've got genitalia and whatever out. A lot of other cultures, they don't even look at that. You know what I mean? They're like, why would you think about that with kids in the room? You know what I mean?
I'll be
But
honest too. I've been to an old school sauna room.
yeah,
Right? And it was separate sides, like male and female, obviously. But it was the weirdest thing because it was part of a club, and the shower room was right before you went into the sauna room. And I think I was 9 or 10. when this
Yeah.
happened. And I'm just walking in, and these dudes are just showering. Nothing's hidden. Everything's out and about. They go into the sauna room just like that.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there being like, why are we not covering? Because again, it's like you said, it's a
Yeah.
cultural thing.
It's like
for
a
me,
Turkish
growing up,
bathhouse.
You're
Yeah.
not supposed to be.
It's
You
like,
don't go into a bathroom and everything's just exposed. Like everything's always covered. You don't show yourself to anyone like that. So walking in and just seeing a bunch of really old everything.
Yeah. Here it is.
it's the it's
Europe still does that now. Steven and
Yeah.
I, when we were in Italy, we went to I forget which country we went to, but in one of the hotels it had like the sauna, the salt room, like there's this whole thing where you can go in and it was part of the hotel. And so Steven and I went down there, and of course we're in like bathing suits. And there's this couple, this woman and this man, just stark naked walking around. No,
Yeah.
and I was not expecting that.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, her tits and everything's out. And I'm looking at Steven, I'm like, who's a naked woman here? And he's like, are you like we didn't know what to do. And then there's also a dude with his thing swanging around. And they're just like no care in the world. It's the first time it was like a you choose what you wanted. You wanted to be naked, that's fine.
Yeah.
If you wanted to wear like whatever, you could. And we just were not expecting that at
Yeah,
all.
there's a lot of beaches like that too in Europe. Like I think it's over in Spain and France. But just we're on a tangent. But yeah, culturally, I see what you're saying. It especially here, it's where when they have those kind of situations or they develop it that way, it can. Why not change it? But I mean, you look at this is my last comment on it. But if you look at like Game of Thrones or A Song of Ice Fire, you got the whole story. If it went by the way the books are written, like your Daenerys character is 13 years old, being pushed off into marriage to solidify an alliance. To us, it blows our minds. So obviously, when they made the show, they made her an adult. And they could do that with these things too, in my opinion. I agree with you. They could have just said, hey, she's an adult too. She's 18, he's 20, whatever. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think that would make it more comfortable here, but I guess whether or not it actually, registers with a lot of their thought is the thing.
yeah. But we got a little bit more time, so like we talked about, I know we kind of gave our thoughts on the upcoming award show and who we think should be in the categories, if not winning the categories. But, unfortunately, Danny wasn't here, but he's here now. So just an overall thoughts on what 2025 gave us in anime. Danny, thumbs up, thumbs down, expected more, didn't get what you were looking for.
Overall, I think the anime awards were stolen by I just blanked on the name
Solo
of the
Leveling?
Solo leveling.
Solo Leveling, thank you. Overall, stolen. Fake news. Oh, I remember covering the anime awards. That was the Solo Leveling awards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Personally, I think Frieren should have taken anime of the year. I think Frieren will be a generational anime. Moving forward, it's going to be one of those ones that
No problem.
be one of those ones that you'll watch 10
Yeah.
years down the road, 20 years down the road. It's one that if I had kids, I'd show to my kids down the road. I think Delicious in Dungeon should have had more acknowledgement. I think that was a wonderful anime that came out. Solo Leveling was great. Like, I do like it. Season 1, I think, was better than Season 2. Just with story pacing and everything, but Season 2 had a lot of cool action.
Do you feel, this is real quick, so we looked at the time period that they were voting for, like season 2 occurred after their consideration period, but the award show happened, or voting was going on during season 2. So we thought, or, conspiracy theory if you want, the people were just influenced by the action of season 2 and voted for Solo Leveling season 1 being the best anime.
The best, yeah.
So I don't disagree. I think keeping Solo Leveling relevant going into the voting helped them with the votes. I remember when I was placing my votes, I was going out of my way to make sure I was voting on season one
Hmm.
because that's what I felt was fair. Like I was voting for Freer in season one, I'm gonna vote for Solo Level in season one.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I said, I do think Solo Level in season one had a better story pacing. I enjoyed that one and following Jinwoo through his experiences. I felt more connected with him on that. Season two, minus the action, I felt kind of lackluster. It was just kind of, hey, we're going here, we're going here, we're going here. Now we're at the end of the 100 floor dungeon, and we're just beating it now. I would rather have the 100 floor dungeon as its actual arc. That way, there we could have seen him progress through all those floors, not just get the montage of it. But no, I do think, back to the question, yeah, I think the season two helped Solo Level and secure more votes than it probably deserved.
Agreed.
Agreed.
So looking at, I guess, their biggest category, anime of the year. This year they said, I went to their site and they're saying they're gonna vote for everything that was 1 Jan to 31 December, which was weird because last year they took their voting to the end of March of 2025. So I'm like, are you guys just considering shows that you considered last year? But that's for Crunchyroll to decide. So for you, from 1 Jan to 31 December this year, what are some of the anime that are in your head that you think or you would like to see at least be nominated for Anime of the Year 2025?
I think My Hero deserves a nomination for this last season that they dropped. I think the storytelling and pacing and the animation, all of it was gorgeous. So I think they deserve a nomination. I haven't caught up on Demon Slayer enough, but I did see the latest Demon Slayer movie. Beautiful animation. Like, even not knowing the story, I just feel like knowing the story would have made the movie more impactful for me.
Yeah.
All the flashbacks and explaining, but I was still able to follow along and feel invested in that movie. I don't know if Bartender Glass of God came out this year or not, but if it did, that would be probably the one I'd be voting for. But again, I only ran into that a couple months ago. I'd have to look to see when that dropped. I'm not sure that was this year or last year. I do see Solo Leveling going back up. I wouldn't vote for it for season 2, but I do see it. I think they might be doing this on purpose to rob Freerun of getting a vote potential, because Freerun won't be out until January. And like you said, they went to March of last year, so Freerun would have been on the list had they done the same. And let's see. I think Devil May Cry will be another good nomination. Devil May Cry on Netflix.
Yeah, I'm sitting here trying to think. Like, Devil May Cry came out. I think there was another one they dropped this year too. The Terminator one that was back in like spring that I thought was pretty good. For whatever reason, I don't think those are going to get any kind of nod that they should be getting. Again, because that's the problem you run into when the award show is hosted by a streaming service that you got to pay now to watch anime. They're just going to, hey, the best anime of the year is on our platform. Come check it out. You kind of, I mean, like I said, I don't like to put on tinfoil hats, but on a business perspective, like, why would you not bring business your way by saying, look at all these award-winning shows that are only available?
Yeah, it would make it much less biased or just influenced if it was by a third outside party, because Crunchyroll Awards is going to be Crunchyroll focused,
right?
And I feel like Netflix has stepped up their game. I mean, starting with Arcane all the way till here, and I know that's not technically anime, but if we're going with animated movies and animated series and animated features, Netflix has stepped it up with Terminator Zero, Devil May Cry, Moonrise, which I don't know why it only got one season, but they've stepped it up. I mean, even their Witcher, Castlevania, and Tomb Raider stuff is actually, it's showing progress. It's showing that they're like, hey, we have properties we'd like to attack, and we can put artists on it, that have some skill. So I feel like Netflix would get more nurtured and more looks if it was not on this award show being just run by Crunchyroll. So I agree with you. Devil May Cry was awesome for especially compared to its old school anime movies and stuff,
Yeah.
which were poor to say the least, just because of the fact that the voice acting and the continuity of story were awful in the old stuff. But the new one, I mean, they did a really great job. And I feel like this year for awards, if we're talking about best of the year, we're only going to be sticking to stuff that's stuck in Crunchyroll. I mean, if it's on Netflix primarily, it's not going to be a contender.
Well, that and you had things like from Adult Swim or HBO Go or whatever it's going to be called in the next few months, right?
Yeah,
like
changes.
HBO Go has been like hold out to like so many other people, Warner, Discovery, all of this stuff. Now Netflix, I'm just like HBO ho at this point.
HBO is straight up. HBO is a doorknob, bro. Everybody gets a turn, man. It's
gonna be HBO.
Open like 7-Eleven and shit.
Netflix in there. HBO.
Yeah, and don't think like Netflix isn't going to be like once we have this in the bag, you're going to be paying $25 a month for Netflix. It's they're just hiking the price up. But I was thinking like Lazarus, like nobody's really talking about Lazarus. Like as good as that show was, as beautifully animated as it was, the hand-to-hand combat, the choreography for that stuff, and we did our picks because like. For us, we were having, Gotcha Yakuta, Dan to Dan, My Hero. I'm thinking My Hero more of the sentimental portion of it, but To Be Hero X it's like.
This one.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry for cutting you off.
No, go ahead.
I just saw that my buddy Adam put in the comments the newest season of Record of Ragnarok. If you guys have had a chance to watch that, they just dropped it a few days ago. And
yeah.
Holy. Wow,
I've been seeing reviews of the fights and people doing like their little, walkthroughs or commentating some of these fights. And I'm looking at this like, yo, this is crazy.
If you haven't watched it yet, it is such a good anime. I will say the action is slow paced because they do thorough breakdowns of
both fighters before they fight.
During the fight. They'll stop the fight. Basically, so you can go into the god's backstory and what made this god, and then you'll get a little bit more of the fight, and then they'll go into the human backstory and be like, hey, who is this you're watching, and why do they fight? And then they'll get back to the fight, and I will say, as long as you remain spoiler-free, most of the fights are very much 50-50, almost to the end. It is hard to tell sometimes who's going to come out on top. I'm in the second fight of the new season.
Yeah.
And I have the feeling it's going to be the god, but they're still doing a very good back and forth pull on, okay, is it going to be the mortal coming out on top? Because he's pulling all these super cool moves. But then again, there's reasons I have for the other one. So I don't want to get into spoilers if you guys haven't seen it, but no, that one there, I did forget
that out. Yeah.
That up.
Nice.
Ragnarok. I have to check that out for real.
Real quick, I don't know if you guys saw the movies that were nominated for Best Animated Film. This is just for Golden Globes, not the Academy Awards yet. But the 6 films we got are, Demon Slayer, K-Pop Demon Hunters, Elio, Arco, Zootopia 2, and Little Amelia. I'm guessing that's how they say it.
Amelia, yeah.
Yep. So those are the 6 that are nominated for Best Animated Film at the Golden Globes.
I already know what's gonna win.
Who do you think is gonna win, Jackie?
K-pop Demon Hunters.
Why do you feel that way?
Only because there's the audience that K-pop Demon Hunters brought in. It also brought in people that don't even watch K-pop or anything, and they're singing the song, they're doing the dances. Whereas Demon Slayer is still with a target, like it's just still an audience that, a lot of people watched it, but like some people are pissed off at that movie too because they're like, well, I didn't really understand it. And it's like, because it's a continuation. It's not just a standalone movie.
Right.
Whereas K-pop Demon Hunters is a standalone movie, and There's like
What?
even like coworkers at work, dudes that don't watch animated anything, watched K-pop Demon Hunters and loved it.
That's because
So
their wives or girlfriends watch.
You got from little kids all the
no,
way.
they watched it
and-
on their own. They
Oh.
swear to God, just watched it on their own, and I was like, that's crazy.
Because I mean,
But I mean,
go
plus
ahead.
they got the music. I mean,
The music.
I
yeah.
feel like what's the best movie is Demon Slayer.
Oh, 100%.
But
Yeah.
popularity wise, I feel like Jackie's on point. It's because they have music that's on the radio constantly. And if people haven't seen it and they hear the song there, I'll check it out. And almost everyone's going to have a Netflix account or have someone that has it. And kids have all watched it more than once. And if you have kids, it's just like the Despicable Me thing or the Disney movie thing. Because of the kids, you already got, boom. It's going to get watched 400 times more than any other movie. because
But even
kids
adults are watching it too and
Yeah.
love it and love the music, love the songs. Like
Yeah.
Oh,
everyone's
it was
dressing up for
100%.
it.
I would love to see Demon Slayer get the props, but I fear like it's gonna win. It's gonna lose out to just the popularity of K-pop Demon Hunter. I mean, bro, I went to Lotte to grab some stuff, and they have a huge cutout. The music's playing. My 5-year-old's over there dancing next to the thing.
Bro, they've had 4 songs
it was
in the Billboard top 10 for like
Yeah.
weeks, like 10 weeks and shit like that. I'm just like, what the hell is going on here, man?
Well, a lot of people didn't know what K-pop was, and now
Yeah.
they're getting exposure to it, and it's probably gonna, those who are already fans are probably sharing stuff with those people. Like, oh, you like that? Here's some more stuff. It's just it's an explosion for the genre,
Right.
kind of like anime. Got that kickoff and explosion over the last 5 to 10 years.
Yep.
It's starting now for K-pop.
Well,
People are starting to notice it more than they did before.
now reports are like the sequel is going to be a theatrical release. Like it's not going to be like boom on Netflix automatically, right? So Netflix knows they got a banger now, so now maybe more money goes into the animation. They release it in theaters. Kind of, I almost want to say like High School Musical, like Disney was releasing them, and they saw like, oh shit, people really fuck with this, and then they made the third one like strictly in the movies to try to get that money. But my only thing is like, why is Elio on here? Like it
I
was
agree.
not good. And I would even say Zootopia, because Zootopia has like been in the theaters like 2 weeks, and they're just like, oh, Golden
Yeah,
Globe.
they
Like
just threw it in
Yeah.
there.
the
I mean,
fuck is
come on.
going on? Like,
That's because there's money behind Zootopia.
oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the only reason Zootopia.
I mean,
on that.
Zootopia is like
By
at a
the way,
900 million already or something like that. Like it's a ridiculous amount of money this movie's brought in. But again, you got the parents bringing kids to watch it, and the wild part is most of the kids that were in the theater watching it weren't born when the first one came out.
Yeah.
So it's
What is up with Disney waiting 10 years to make something a sequel? Like
Well,
10 to
'cause they-
15 years, you're like, guess what you're getting?
they
Like,
try to do stuff, and they're just like, this isn't working. We need to do something to get money. Bring it.
yeah, and they go
Dust
back.
off a classic. Yep.
What's crazy is
No, I
that
mean
they're
Jeff's
waiting
right
10,
though.
15
Jeff
years.
just threw that up there. I mean, K-pop Demon Hunters is platinum already on like sales wise, like
Yeah.
for their. Yeah, I'm like, bro, with that kind of exposure,
Platinum off of streams.
I
Not
know.
like
Yeah.
album sales. That's the wild part, to go platinum on streaming.
they just blew it away, blows everybody out of water right now. I mean,
So.
that's just the way it is.
We'll see. I mean, being an anime podcast, I'm like, I would love to see it, because on like best animated film, like animated, like people sat down and drew this shit. I don't
Yeah.
see how you pass up on Demon Slayer. Like I haven't seen the other two on here. Little Emily, whatever, and
I think I've seen
Arco.
that in shorts.
Yeah, it's what? It's shorts.
I think I've seen it in like YouTube shorts.
Oh,
and I'm
okay.
scrolling, I think I've seen
Oh,
it.
okay.
So I want to watch those before I just be like totally crash out when Demon Slayer doesn't win. Not to say like if K-pop Demon Slayer wins, I get it, popularity, but my whole thing is I thought these shows were like ran by people who like look and just are like the cream of the crop when it comes to deciding what is cinema and what is all of this, instead
Yeah,
of just
and
looking
then
at numbers. Yeah.
They obviously threw Zootopia in there just to appease the god of Disney.
There's
and,
2 Disney movies in here, and Elio should not be in there.
No,
I understand you don't want to double dip in anime, but Chainsaw Man Res Arc was fucking dope.
exactly. Yeah, what?
Emotionally, visually, like, come on, man. Like bro, I almost cried at the end of it. I didn't though. They almost had me. But cool. Yeah, we'll go ahead and wrap up. Once again, shout out to the homie Danny for joining us this Saturday morning. Everybody had their coffee and everything, man. We appreciate you taking the time to come kick it with us today, man.
Yeah,
No
definitely.
worries. Thank you guys for having me on. This has been such a blast. And down the road, once my tavern finally opens up, you guys gotta come check it out.
Absolutely.
100%.
Good to see you.
100%. So with this being the final show of 2025, Jackie, EJ, you want to say anything to the crew before we head out to 2026?
Thanks again, Danny, and thanks to everyone else tuning in or checking us out. Appreciate it. It's been a great year with you guys. I've loved covering this stuff. I think we all hit the lottery this year with anime. As we all see, there's so much out there, so much to enjoy, and I've enjoyed every minute. Plus, getting the info from everyone here, all of you, Willie, Jackie, Danny, you guys are great, throwing out ideas, always keeping me entertained. But thank you to everyone out there, and especially the rest of my DFPN family. Love you guys. Have a good holiday. Take care. Be safe.
Cool.
Everything EJ said. But seriously, yeah, it's been awesome. What a great year. Happy holidays to everyone. Spend time with your family, enjoy it, and then look forward to seeing you guys on episode 1 in 2026, when we probably start discussing some anime that we're looking forward to going into the new year.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And as always, Danny, when those awards come out, we would love to have you back on the show when we do our reactions to them. And, thanks to the crew here, EJ and Jackie, trying to start this show a couple years ago. Kind of rough start and everything, but just trying to get a balance, just something constant. And these two have been there and kind of helped me, do something I like, which is to talk about anime with some cool people, which is, what we tend to do here. And, I thank you guys for doing that, coming through, making the show as good as it is, and then being able to interact and reach out to people like Danny to collab and stuff. So I think this year's been good, and I'm looking forward to 2026. So with that being said, you guys all take care. Be safe this holiday.
Oh wait, Willie.
What?
Should we have Danny do the
AI?
the outro?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's a lot of responsibility.
yeah.
All the rest on me.
No, it's really easy.
So all
Just
you
listen
do
to
is
Willie.
like if you have whatever AI, Chat GPT or whatever, just ask it for a what is it? What did we say? Like a outro for a
Eat the
pod,
Cake.
yeah, for a anime podcast called Eat the Cake, and then just read whatever that outro is.
Read whatever comes up.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
asked to give like 10 different prompts, and you can put like whatever additional prompt you want in it. And I just picked the cringiest, weird, funniest one, and that's how we do outros now when we're done.
Let me see if I can pull something up here.
Baka bye.
I'm not one for AI normally, so like we'll see what I can grab.
Okay.
Dude, that last episode's one was so funny.
Yeah, what was the first one like? That's all the frosting we have for you.
All the frosting we have.
I was like, yo.
Oh, man.
Silly.
Gemini, calm down.
Yeah, if AI doesn't take over, at least we know it's good for cornball jokes and
Yeah.
dad jokes and one-liners.
Oh.
It doesn't take over the world, but it's comedy gold.
CJ, it's dangerously hilarious.
It is so funny. I love it. I love how corny it gets. Hey, another one, we didn't talk about this, but I'm gonna watch it and I'll let you guys know how it goes. That anime that came out, it's called Santa. It's about a dude that turns into Santa.
How was this not even brought up the whole show?
I know this is like.
To be honest, I was good. I had a list. We just
Oh, yeah.
I didn't bring it up.
Jackie usually does
moved
have.
on. We moved on. So I was like, oh shit, I had a whole list.
She usually has a list.
Nice.
Hold on, we got something. What we got, Danny?
Okay.
All right. And to wrap up this slice of Eat the Cake Anime Podcast, whether you're celebrating Christmas like it's a peaceful day, or you're on Wall Rose surviving the holiday chaos on Attack on Titan, we hope you enjoy the ride. Thanks for rocking with us all year, from the first episodes to the final arcs. As we charge into the new year, may your watch list be stacked, your spoilers be avoided, and your anime's takes stay undefeated. From our crew to yours, happy holidays, happy New Year's, and remember, no matter how wild the ending gets, always eat the cake. See you next-
Okay.
Pretty good.
That was
Okay.
pretty good.
All right. Yeah. All right.
What AI did you go to?
I need to-
Skynet? I mean, you got the
yeah.
good shit.
I need to work on my AI prompts, man.
If you want to know, I'll tell you guys what I put in for it. I put outro for Eat the Cake Anime Podcast involving Christmas, Attack on Titan, and New Year's Cheers.
Nice. Well
All
done.
right.
All right.
CJ said
Yeah.
that one was disappointingly appropriate.
Oh man, good stuff. All right, you guys, everybody here, be safe. EJ, Jackie, Danny, take care. Enjoy your holidays, and we will catch you guys next year. Peace.